Welcome to the stream, everybody. We're gonna have another great stream here with working on our super awesome game. Let's see here. A little bit disgruntled this morning. One sec here. I just got to get the chat up here so I can see you guys. One sec here. But in the meantime, here, let me know how you guys are all doing. Talked to a couple of you guys in the Discord this morning, and forget it. I guess we're not doing it that way. We're going to do it this way here. So yeah, that's last week we did the data assets and all that kind of stuff. Just make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, you can. Yeah, data assets and all that kind of stuff for pickups. So hopefully this week we'll get to look at the AI that David has made. I'm just gonna get rid of this. And why am I having such a hard time this morning? There we go. Okay, over here. So I'll pop this chat out. But damn, there we go. Okay. Are we doing a requested system today? We are not. Thought I already had an attachment vid. The title's wrong. Okay, yeah, I didn't create a stream yesterday, so yeah, that's definitely what's going on here. So why don't we just do that all together right here? Where are we here? Well, we all wait for this to get started here. Where are we? No, don't exit the stream. Don't exit the stream. How do you edit the goddamn stream details? Here it is. Alright, here we go. Community game, right? Build a game in Unreal Engine 5. And then I do want to make sure I got that thumbnail on here. The Q one, right? That'll be in this, and then this, and then this, and then this. No, sorry, it's in game dev. Or is it? I don't freaking remember where it is. Here it is. What are we calling this game? Bionic Smash. Yes, we'll do that one. Perfect. Okay, so we're all good now. Anyways, yeah, let's get started here. So, yeah, David will look at your system that you've made. Should probably put descriptions on my streams. Whoopsie. Yeah, right. Descriptions, what are those? No one actually looks at it. You made so much. Yeah, I was reading about some of the stuff you're doing in the game here. So let's oh yeah, one thing I'm going to mention here is we are super close to 8,000 subscribers. We got 7,975, so 25 subscribers away. So if we end up hitting that at some point in the stream, then I'll throw the crown on. Or once again, if we have the super chats, we get up to 5 of those, I'll throw the crown on as well here. Oh, that is so dumb. That is so dumb. All right, whatever. I got the pop-up chat. Yeah, whatever. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so yeah, let me turn my main notes on so I can actually see or hear stuff as well. Just a little bit disgruntled this morning while Unreal Engine starts up. All right, so yeah, this week obviously I released a video of like how I learned Unreal Engine. It seemed to resonate with a lot of people, so that's really great. Yeah, I mean, every stream I have 1 or 2 people ask me like how I learned Unreal Engine, so obviously it was just good to make a video about it finally. All right, so get this going here. What else we got here? Just reading a couple comments here. Thought we already had an attachment video. TG, you fecked up, hey? Yeah, so I'll drink my coffee. Alrighty. Okay, let's, I don't know why it's taken so long to verify that I'm a human being. I've only launched this program thousands of times on this computer. Anyways, for everyone who's aware, well, first off, if you're watching and you have the project open and you're membered, please close the project because we're going to be moving some stuff around. I'm going to be cleaning up some redirectors, so if you don't want things to break for you, make sure you close the project here. Oh my god, what do you mean? Add footstep audio, the AI boss, ranged AI enemy, and object pool system. Awesome, dude. Friggin' awesome. Let's open that up. Let's check it out. And then today, I think we'll probably, yeah, we'll see what we'll do. We'll see what's done here, and then we'll see if we can build some stuff here. But yeah, this game's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. I think the combo system could use some work. I don't know if we'll do that on stream here or not, but and if Ed's here, I'm not sure if Ed made some animations for some of the other guys, but we'll see. Dismiss. All right. So once again, just make sure everyone has their projects closed if you're in there, because yeah, I got to do some stuff here. So. All right, so yeah, anyways, I see that we have a new enemy type, which is awesome, this little drone guy. Somebody in the Discord made this like a bunch of years ago, I believe, which is awesome. But, okay, so what we're going to do here is, I'm going to make a video this week about, I'm going to record it literally after this stream, which is only going to be 2 hours today. But, yeah, I'm going to make a video on file folder structure, so it'll go over all that kind of stuff. But one thing that's not in this, which is going to be useful for you guys to know, is we're going to open this up here, and we're going to enable developer content. It's going to give us a folder here. There should be, yeah, everybody who's worked on this project should be, so I'll make this, Taking Grace. And then we got Shajud, or aka David, right? And then owner, I'm not sure who that is, because I'm the owner, but who else is working on this? Tier's working on this project. So, and then there's gonna be a new one here for JPG, because he wanted access as well. So this is actually where you put all of your files when you are working and working on stuff until it's done. Once it's done, then you move it into the regular content folder. However, what you do need to do is you need to make a new folder and call it your game name or studio name, and then pretty much everything goes in there. Okay, I'm not going to do this all right now, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it. This will basically be what the video is about. I'll go way more into depth in the video, but so what you need to do, moving stuff around in your content drawer in Unreal Engine is just an absolute nightmare, as I'm sure everybody's aware. But so the way you need to properly do it is you need to, let's see, like animations. Looks like there's quite a bit of stuff here. So do one folder at a time. Okay, so where is but here we go. So we'll make a couple of regular folders here. Say arts. We'll say core, and then we'll say UI. What's another one here? Shit, my brain. Audio, or let's do sound. New folder, and we will do, there's another one I'm forgetting. Maps. Yeah, we'll start with that. So, I'll pop this out. Everyone say good morning to Azura. She's right there behind this lovely magic curtain. Anyways. Visual effects, yeah, we'll add that one, sure. I have to have the studio in the bedroom because there's nowhere else in the house to put it, so I disrupt Azura's beauty sleep every Saturday, so I love her. Anyways, alright, so we got visual effects. David says hello.
Hi.
Real time says hello.
Hello.
Better than the landing. Oh, is that where you are? Yikes. Anyway, so we got this all set up here, and I popped it out right there. So in order to move stuff, and in order to not make Unreal crash a bajillion times, which will probably still happen anyway, but yeah, we're going to take something like I have framework here. So we have our framework stuff. So I'm going to move all this. So I'll just select it all into our core. Right? And we select move here. It's going to move it. It's going to take a second. It's going to update it into version. And then I'm sure you guys notice this, but the folder's always still here, even if you move the folder in here. Except, in this case, we won't. But yeah, you'll see that the folder's still here. And if I try to delete it, it won't work. because it's saying, hey, we're referencing all these things, blah, blah, blah. But you see right here, it says object redirector. So there's a redirector file in here. If when you move something, it just adds a ghost file called a redirector, basically telling stuff that's referencing that particular object that, hey, it doesn't live here anymore. It lives over in, you know, core now, right? So in order to fix that, you need to right click the folder over here. We'll find framework and go update redirector references. Okay, then it's going to say we've removed all the references, blah, blah, blah. Do we want to delete unreferenced redirectors? Yes, we do. Super cool. Now we can delete the framework folder, and it's going to work this time. There it goes, okay? So you got to do that with all your folders. Don't do too much work all at once, because, yeah, it will crash Unreal, for sure, 100%. So anyways, I'll slowly start to move some stuff over here, but we'll do that. I can do that either off stream or whatever. Where are we here? Looking for, like, where's our levels? Or is it in level design? No. I swear to God we had a levels, unless it's, oh, it's the combat. Here we go. So we'll move this to maps. And it's been built in the INE file, or INI file. Yeah, whatever. We don't care. Okay, you know, you can always come up to content and do the update redirectors here. Boom. Okay, the reason we're doing this, I'll explain more in the video, but it's just basically how the file structure should be, so it's easier to migrate stuff, and, you know, when you reuse stuff, it doesn't bring a bunch of extra folders with it and all that kind of stuff as well. Okay, so let's, like I said, worry about that later. Let's see what David's done here. Jesus! Super loud. Like shook the whole house. Anyways, I gotta find those sound effects and turn them off. Oh, is that him shooting? Oh, it is. Oh man, he's shooting me good. Oh man, I wish I had some power-ups right now. Man, he is effing me up super good. Oh, I died. Yeah, we need some powers here, I think. Those guys are tough. Or I just suck, one of the two. Squeebs, welcome to the stream. There's a video of flying... Dude, there's a video of flying AI. What? What do you mean? Rear runtime errors. Oh, yes. Yeah, we had this issue last time. Dismiss. AI received tick. It was saying it doesn't have any data in what? The return value of this. Oh, right here. It doesn't have any data. What? Okay. Where does this event fire? Let's see. This is in the find references by class member all. We'll see where this is firing off. Oh, you'll fix them later? All right. I guess we'll stop this then. Sounds good, David. You'll fix it later. Okay, so the boss AI. Well, first of all, I'm going to add a little debuggy thing to our player. Where you're in character, I'm assuming. Or no, we're in... Yeah, see, everything's all sporadically spread out, so it'd be good to not have this. Anyways, character base, I'm going to add a variable for unlimited... I got unlimited stamina. Let's make one for invulnerable, I guess. Nerable. Okay, and we'll just say debug only. Take no damage. Okay, and then we'll go to the event graph and we'll find where we take damage. I guess I can find it over here in the event graph here. Events apply damage or any damage. This one here. Okay, so let's drag this back and then let's get that variable. Invulnerable. Get it. Convert to branch. And then we'll come to the false branch if we are not invulnerable. And let's make this, we can't make it instance editable. But we'll make it true for now because I don't want it to keep dying. So now we shouldn't take any damage. Attacking player took no damage. You are going to hit me though, right? Shoot me. Yeah, so I took damage, took no damage. Okay, great. So that little debuggy thing works. We can take those the print strings out too, David, when you have a sec. But okay, so yeah, I wanted to see the boss stuff. Is that coded in already? Oh yeah, yeah. Get over here, boss man. Oh, does he just stay in there? Is it something to do with the navigation? Let's have a look. It might be. Can you see this at runtime? Shit. I gotta start from up here, or else it won't trigger the trigger box. I bet you money that it has something to do with the navigation. It does, yeah. So he can't take a step there because that blueprint is affecting it. So we're gonna click on this. I'm sure we can set in here effects navigation, or effects, nav, something. Perhaps you gotta do that in the actual actor. Content, I don't even know where the hell it is. I'm just gonna search for it. Door something something. Must be this one here. Okay, so nav, class settings, can never affect navigation is false. Can never affect navigation will be true, or pardon me, false. And then I guess we got to look at the other ones too, because we want the door frame to have collision, but we don't want it to affect navigation. Door frame overlap, door frame triggered. Right, yeah, it's probably this one here. No, it's the same. All right, let's just see if that fixed it. It looks like it didn't, so unless I got to compile. No, it's already compiled. That'll be the first fix of the day here, everybody. How dare you not attack me, boss man, right? I wonder if you have to rolling door. Can you set that kind of stuff in here? Oh, that's not the rolling door one, Jesus. It's probably in variant combat, input, blueprints, I guess, interactables. Nope. What am I doing? Door, let's type door in again. Go back to content. Find in whatever this is here. Show in folder view, there we go. Okay, it's in this one. Meshes door, door frame edge. So if this is the door, yeah, can we open that up and check it here? Make the navigation dynamic from the project settings and updates navigation in runtime. Oh, okay. Well, I'll do that then. Just want to see, can I nav... Has navigation data. Interesting. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll do what you just said. In project settings here to set our navigation to be dynamic. Let's see, navigation system default crowd management. If it's dynamic, that will, I'm sure, increase some sort of performance of some variety, but we'll see how it goes. Spawn, auto create navigation data. Here, where is that down here? Navigation system. See here. I bet money changing that is going to have unintended consequences. Yeah, I think so too, but I think I had the right idea, but spawn nav data in navbesh should crowd manager. Yeah, we don't care about that. I don't even see the option to change it to dynamic here. But yeah, that's annoying that this whole thing, if I open this up. Is that right? Yeah, this was kind of loud, so I'll turn that down. I am your father, that's funny. So we got the door frame triggered. I'm just shocked that this still affects navigation, to be honest. Oh, dynamic obstacle. Okay, here it is. Should we export it? Fill collision underneath. Resaturate advance. Yeah, okay. That's I have to compile probably. Did not work, everybody. Did not work. Huh. I'm super confused. The auto update method might be on the nav object mesh itself. Oh, yeah, maybe. Let's have a look. We'll go to the outliner and find our navigation. This guy. Go to the details. Supported fill collision. Supported agents all advanced can affect navigation. Can the nav mesh bounds volume affect navigation, everybody? It's funny. I don't see anything in here to do that. Or I do have the wrong thing selected, possibly. What's this here? Recap national. Oh, this might be what we want here, yeah. Tile coordination, collision geometry. Generation, nav mesh, blah, blah, blah. Not seeing anything in here that looks good. Let's see here. To be specific, in project settings, search for runtime generation and then set to dynamic from static. Oh, okay. There's definitely something on the mesh that's causing the nav problem. I agree. Let's check this one more time. So you said search specifically for runtime generation, except I still should spell runtime correctly. Supports only navigation modifier updates. Let's do this one first. Yeah, I think it'll be a little bit better. But, so yeah, if we play now, does this update at all? Let's see. If he doesn't walk out, then it doesn't, so... No, he's still stuck there. Okay, yeah, it's definitely something to do with the mesh. So... Why the feck don't you... You know what it is? It's the frame, because the frame, I'm sure, has collision on it. And the collision from that frame, since it's basically overlapping with this part here, that's what's probably causing it. Or no, actually, maybe not the frame, because it stops right here. So maybe it is the door itself. Okay, so yeah, we'll open this back up here. And let's collapse them all so I can actually see what they are. Collapse all categories. Collision, navigation down here. Sorry, has navigation data. Don't create nav mesh on top. Well, we don't want it on top. We just want it to allow it through the effing door, right? Let's see. Don't forget to like the stream, everybody. Yeah, absolutely, BSG. Thank you. Yeah. He did move it a bit, though. No, make it fully dynamic modifier, and he Who looks goofy? Me? David? Oh, I'm so offended. I'm gonna report you to the authorities. Just kidding. All right, we'll change that to full. Let's see if that helps us here. Runtime gen. There we go. All right. What happened there? Where'd you go? There. Okay, I just put it on the other screen for whatever reason. All right. Hit play here. Yeah, I gotta turn that down. That is super loud. He's still stuck there. I feel like he moved a bit further. Where's F8? Oh, okay. Alright. I mean, yeah, it did definitely fix our navigation problem here. Oh, Unreal. Stop doing Unreal things. So I just gotta back up here, I guess. What up, party people? Tier, welcome to the stream. And if you guys are new here, we are making a community game for, you know, when Unreal decides to be, not dumb. There we go. Making a community game here, which is a brawler. And, oh boy. Come on out, boss man. Come on out. But yeah, buddy. We gotta get, am I actually hurting the boss? Oh, I'm like all trapped now. We should probably add something into the AI that it doesn't crowd the player. Cause like, right, cause like, now I'm stuck here and fucked, right? So, I think crowding the player probably should be, maybe one at a time comes in and attacks, or whatever the case is. We could get even more advanced later and do like the Ghost of Tsushima way of doing things, where it's like, the enemies don't attack you unless the camera's looking at them. We'll have to figure out how to do that later on when we get to everything all kind of polished up, but... Everybody here is so beefy too, like this is crazy. Stand on top of him, no. Yeah, holy shit, everybody is super beefy. What is your health at? Or I probably punched like a bitch, I don't know. So, we'll see. But, okay. So that's all working, navigation's working, that's super great. I of course didn't have any time this week to work on the gas boilerplate stuff for getting attributes set up, so we can't do any abilities today. I will do that this week so we can do abilities next stream. But okay, let's have a look here at what we can do here. Any suggestions inside the comments here? Do you like your drone model, TG? Yeah, David, it's friggin' awesome. It looks really good. But one thing I'm gonna fix is that sound effect is just super loud, so I'm just gonna dial that back. Attack drone. Yes. I will find the actual sound because it should be in class defaults here, right? There should be a default sound. Attack sound or whatever he called it. Should be here somewhere, right? Hit reaction. Oh yeah, these are all animations. Oh, death sounds. We have death sounds, but no attack sounds. Where are you attacking from there, bot? Scroll a bit more to the right in the graph. Oh, okay, it's like over here. Oh, play sound. Oh, that's the teleport sound. Spawn emitter attached. Drone attack, yeah, so this is the drone attack. Huh. It's not in here, is it? No. See, what are we building, JPG? We're just kind of cleaning up a couple things here, and then we can suggest, you guys can suggest some things we can work on today. That's not abilities, because I need to do some more C++ work, which I'm embarrassed to show on stream. But, anyways, try to block, apply attack damage, shoot trace. Where the hell is your goddamn sound stuff? Let's hide all the inherited variables, for one. AI settings. We have death sounds. Sound? Okay. Can block, block chance, bullet spread. Okay. So David's kind of taking over all the enemy stuff here by the looks of things, so that's great, but I see Lethal Company in your desktop respect, by the way. I feel like the dev got a bit too comfortable after the game blew up. Oh, is that right? Do you mean like he's not really adding to it or anything like that? Amazing to see this before bed. Yeah, man. Thanks for joining the stream. So yeah, just gotta figure out where this sound is coming from. Let me find the sound, and then I can probably find where it's being used. So content, we should have a sound file here. Sound effects. Bots. No, it's none of those. I think it's that one. So, find... Let's do the reference viewer. Where do you reference it in the goddamn thing? Right here. So... Shield pulse. Okay. Or, sorry, is that... That's not what I selected, was it? And we got some decoupler to do, everybody. For sure's. Enemy base, enemy health bar, HUD class. Is this the one I just clicked on? It must be. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere else. So browse data sets. Find, where is it? It's like find in viewer. Never had to find stuff in this way before. I don't think anything in there is what we want. So yeah, it happens when he gets it, when he does the attack. So yeah, and I'm not really sure where that is, but yeah, we should, David, we should add in here basically all the sounds. We should make a whole new category that's just sound effects in here, so we can edit all those for all the different bots. Make that in bot base or whatever. Where are we here? Animations, Bionic Smash, blueprints. Singing characters, right? Bot, enemy, bot base. We can do that now here. So let's make a new category. So we'll go over to death sounds. Category will be audio, I guess. Okay, and then yeah, I gotta find that sound, or else we're gonna. It's just gonna play multiple sounds, right? And I wonder if we should possibly create. I'm just thinking about like the hard references and stuff we've all created. Like, I mean, we're gonna need all the sounds anyway, but we probably don't need. It's hard to say. I was thinking about maybe in the data assets for all of these bots, like pretty much like all of these montages and all this other kind of stuff. We could make a data asset for each bot and then put all of these references in there and make them soft, and then we can just load them in when the thing loads in. It'll just make it way easier. Because we aren't going to necessarily have, like, for example, when we have our spawner working, you know, and say we're fighting all of these guys, so then these guys will spawn in, they'll load in all of their sound effects and all the particle effects and all that kind of stuff, then they'll be working, and then we'll beat them all, and then maybe like 2 of these drones spawn in afterwards. Now they're going to load in all their stuff, and it's just going to make our loading way better. So I think we should load from data assets in that regard. Did we make any yet? No, we didn't. So maybe inside the animation, you know what, you're probably right. Actually, that's a good point. Let's go to animations, attack drone. Yeah, this guy's an ass, hey? Jeez. Animations. That's all sequences. Yeah, I don't know if there is a sequence for that, is there? Let's see. Well, where are we? Attack drone. Class defaults. Where's all the stuff? Did I make it smaller? Oh, here we go. Yeah, AI settings. Where's your stuff, bud? Hit reaction attack. Yeah, there's no attack montage on him. AI settings. Yeah, there's no attack montage on him, so... Alrighty. I mean, BSG, you can contribute in any way you want. You know, if you're good at art or good at, you know, anything in here, if you want to contribute to the project, absolutely. I can change it to a data asset. It might break some stuff, but I'll fix it. Sure, I mean, yeah, you can reference my load data video, right? I mean, we can make the primary data asset right now. Yeah, Christ, I want to move some stuff here to this new folder, because I guess it's pretty disorganized right now. So, like I said, I'm coming out with a video here on whatever date it is, Wednesday or whatever, talking about all of this content drawer organization and how it should be. So, but for now... where is it? Here, to Bionex Mash. Core, we're gonna do a new folder for characters. I'll probably just drag the characters folder in here. But it should be organized specifically... Yeah, this is gonna be heavy, so we'll talk about some stuff after here. So, sorry, I guess I gotta have this open, dock that, then we can go back and do this. Characters, okay. So I'll drag this in here. It's gonna hopefully not crash Unreal, but we'll see how it goes. You're about to load 104 assets. Okay, sure, whatever. You know, we'll see how it goes. So yeah, once again, do one folder at a time, especially like animations are huge. So, you know, you might even have to do subfolders at a time with animations just because there's so many variables involved with moving an animation over. Right, so right now it's creating all the ghost files for all the redirectors. And making sure that every blueprint or whatever that's referencing these files is getting the updated redirector. So that's why it takes so long. And then obviously it's got to update it in revision, right? Or division as well. So yeah, to not crash your project, do smaller folders at a time. And hey, look at that. I think I just crashed. Anyway. Right? So shit happens. So yeah, I probably got to do smaller folders. You know, it is what it is. So maybe it finished already too. Sometimes it finishes and then it just crashes because it's like you, I don't know, exhausted it or something. Tier said it's in the BPC health. Why is it in there? Question mark. Serious question. I'm just curious why you put it in there. I would have not put it in there personally, but all right, let's see here. Unreals. Okay, so it did not move it over at all, so that's awful. That's awful! Characters. Let's move just the enemies over for now. Move here. 61 assets seems more manageable. Building a relationship between the rename files and revision control, everybody. Hey, how can I contribute? So yeah, if you are a member, you can you get access to the diversion. You have to be a sovereign member. Sorry, you get access right to the diversion project files, so you can just straight edit it right in the game, and we can see all the updates live. If you wanted to create stuff outside of being a member, like if you wanted to create some animations for stuff, if you wanted to create some artwork for it. all that kind of stuff, then you guys can 100% do that. And then in the Discord, so if you haven't joined the Discord, I suggest you do so if you want to help out. We do have a chat, a post chat in there talking about like what we're all working on and all that kind of stuff. So this is in no way, shape, or form like how a regular game studio works. Like we're just kind of throwing a bunch of shit together and making a game, right? It's for fun. So okay, so it really didn't like that. We had all this stuff here. So I'm going to make a new folder called characters. We're going to have probably a grandfather class here for like character base. What is all the characters going to have? And we're going to put, you know, what that kind of stuff is. Perhaps what we'll do is we'll duplicate enemy base, and then on one of them we'll make the, you know, every character is going to have XYZ, and then we'll make enemy base and character base and all that inherit from that. So I think that's what we'll do. That'll take a bit of time, but we won't do that today. But okay, so let's just drag over what's in here. We just have enums. Hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to make another folder called common, and this is going to be stuff that everybody shares, which is like AI, for example. So I'm going to move AI here. We're about to load 47 assets. If it crashes, I'm just going to say forget it for now. Because, yeah, like I said, moving stuff in Unreal is just an absolute nightmare. All the time. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, so fuck that for now. We'll deal with that later. Is there any gold? Is there any GDD? Kind of, actually. Like I said, we're all just kind of throwing shit together and making a game here. So, somebody said last stream to put what we have is for a GDD, which is, to be honest, not much. Up on something. I can't remember who that was. But, if someone wants to make a GDD and share it with everybody, that'd be super awesome. But, oh, sorry, it's on the screen. Yeah, there you are. So I just got Oh, by the way, if anybody in chat has used the data asset registry, how do you find that? I find it's a giant waste of time myself. It's just like a lot of extra work just to get a data asset that you can just make have soft references inside of it. You know, so yeah, I was learning that the other day, and I was like, this seems a little redundant, to be honest. I know it like decouples a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I guess it depends. But anyways, so here's our community game. So game design, anytime on stream, you know, I can make a codex one. Yeah, that's the what E said. I think it was E last stream. Yeah, if you want in Discord, I can send you this. It's, you know, we just have ideas and mechanics and stuff we're thinking about, player metrics, and then things we need to do, which I think we've done all these. We made a health component already, so we can get rid of that. Actually, the Discord thing's probably more up to date than this. Slow down gravity after fall. We did that. Our air animations we have not done, so we do need to do that. But yeah, this is all we have. It's just basically anytime on stream we like think about something or vote on something, then I'll throw it in here, right? So yeah, that's all we got for GDD at this point. Like I said, we don't have anything concrete really set. All we've really decided on is I'll load our level here, standby, which I put it in the new maps. There we go. What was I going to say? Yeah, so we've decided it's going to be a brawler. We've decided we're going to use gas. I just got to get boilerplate set up for that. And we decided that we're on a bunch of abilities we're going to use. So, haven't decided on much else. Visual style is going to be, you know, something like this, right? So like a dystopian kind of world where you kind of come down as some sort of, you know, I don't know, bounty hunter or something along those lines. And, you know, we fight bots. We collect batteries to increase our suit's power, whatever it's going to be. We haven't really decided all that kind of stuff yet, but yeah. Okay, so somebody said to do something rather. David, what's a GDD? GDD is a game design document. Usually it's in a team, you'll have a game design document so everyone can stay on the same page on what's being creatively decided, essentially. Also a good place to put some documentation for your systems as well. If you create a system, putting documentation in there so everybody knows how to use it and implement some stuff into it. Super handy. What else? Yeah, we were gonna make some data here. So we'll go to characters, enemies, bots, data. We'll do it in here. So make a new data asset in here. So we need a new blueprint class, primary data asset. Oh, we have one here. Primary enemy data. Oh, where are you? So yeah, if you guys are working in the diversion, when I released the video on Wednesday, I really highly recommend you watch that, just because we need to organize our project like that, because it's pretty disorganized. And then yeah, make sure you use your developer folders, right? Inside of here. Alrighty. Where are we here? I'm looking for the data for the. Oh, is it just in data here? No, this is enums. Okay, filter, custom filters. Did I spell prime or data? Asset? Do I have to put a space there? Asset? There we go. Search for those. Sure, let's I'm sure it'll be in this similar folder in this blueprints. Okay. There's our object pool that you made, David. I don't know where that is. Okay, well, let me search for it. How about that? PDA. Enemy data, where are you? Oh, it's just in a data folder. Yeah, that's wrong. That should be we should move that right now. So let's move that to the enemies AI bots data. God damn it. I do this all the time. Contents, data. Move here. Alright, sounds good. Okay, so there's that. Let's actually create some stuff in there now. So let's delete this data folder. So we'll clean up our redirectors, like I said before. Content, close all these so I can find the right one. There it is. Update redirectors, delete those. Delete our data folder. Alright, cleaning it up slowly here. Characters, enemies, data. Did I not put it in here? Jesus Christ, where did I just put those? Characters, enemies? Data? No. Where did I just put this? Oh my god. Super disorganized. Show and folder view. Enemies, bots, data. Okay, sure, whatever. Alright, let's make a data asset now off of that. Interesting, we haven't put anything in here yet. That's funny. Okay, so we're gonna make a variable, so this will be our sound effects. Sorry, let's say attack sound. And we'll make that a sound base. And we'll make that a soft object class reference and make it an array. Okay, we'll make another one, which will be another sound, and we'll just say death sounds. Okay, we'll make some functions in here too, so we can just pull the sounds we need right out and then load them, right? So, or hang on. Maybe, yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so attack sounds, death sounds. We'll just say, I don't know, like general sounds, like, you know, battle cries or something like that, or I don't know. How do we want to, you know what I mean? Like they're just like, like as they're moving around or whatever the case is. However we want to do that. Had to adult, what did I miss? I mean, you just missed adulting on here, I guess. I don't so Tier, I just read your I'm your father comment. Yeah, right. Pain sounds, behavior tree, enemy rank, Yeah, okay. Yeah, well, I'm just thinking about sounds right now, but yeah, pain sounds, yeah, hit sounds. We'll call it. And what other sounds do we need here? Yeah, because we're pulling this all out of the bot, right? We don't want any of this attached to the bots to start with, just to keep our loading times lower. And hit sounds, attack sounds, death sounds. We'll just say. Bot. I don't know what to call it, right? Like, where they're just kind of like, you know, they're patrolling and they're just like, right? And then they see and they're like, right? Or whatever. Like, they won't be making those sounds. It'll be more like computerized, but, you know, just general effing sounds, right? Yeah, idle sounds. Yeah, exactly. Like, right? Hey, can we have your notebook? It's pure gold. I've actually thought about converting that into something and selling it, to be honest, but it needs a lot of cleanup. I'll just put it that way. I might do that after I finish my first course that I'm making. So, chatter sounds. Oh, that's the one right there. Chat, nice. How do you say? Big Alex Brian coming in clutch. Let's go, hey. Where's my sound effects, goddammit? Switching on me for no reason, right? That's the wrong one! We'll just do a moo, I guess. Right. Anyways, okay, so... You nailed the noises, yeah. It's like, you know... the fucking voice box of Stephen Hawking. Right? But anyways. Rep Stephen Hawking. But anyways, so... alert sounds? I think chatter sounds is good for sure, and then, yeah, maybe alert sounds. Yeah, 100%. And, I mean, one stream we can work on, you know, I love working in Unreal Engine, but I think it'll be valuable for you guys as well to, like, see other aspects of, like, development. So, like, one day we'll do some voice work, where I'll record some voices, for either the main character or, like, some, you know, if you have any NPCs, with you, like, if they have any lines or anything like that, we can do some bot sound effects. We can do some Foley. Foley's really fun. To do, you know, stuff like that. We can do some art stuff as well. Like, I could design some UI stuff on stream and all that kind of stuff. Just, yeah, it's good for you guys to see some other aspects of game development that's not just inside of Unreal Engine. But, okay, anyways, so we got some, the behavior tree. Behavior tree? Is that how you spell it? And is it, sorry, it's just a behavior tree, or is it a behavior tree components? And once again, we're making everything in here soft references, and then we're going to load everything in. We will have to create a load system where we request to load all the assets. Once all the assets are done and loaded, then it will say, hey, we're ready to essentially spawn in, right? So we'll spawn it in. We'll set hidden in game right away. Then we'll load all of our assets. So we'll get all of our sounds loaded, all of our behavior trees loaded, get everything actually loaded. And then since the actor already exists, it's already ticking. So all the animations, once they're set up, we'll get, you know, we won't have that T-pose snap kind of thing like I was talking about one of the videos. And then once everything's ready, then we can show in game or whatever the case is. Okay, so next thing here was, you said animation something something. Oh yeah, the montages. So attack montage. And we could even, like, delay the loading of, like, the death montage until the health is, like, lower, maybe. I don't know. That might be a bad idea, but who knows. So montage. Right here, montage soft reference. And another one. Oh, sorry, that's got to be, I'll fix it after. Death montage. Those should be arrays. because we're going to want some random ones. There's also the frenzy. We'll just say angry montage. Idle. Sorry, let's do what's the word for it here? Like the animation graph, right? Anim BP, we'll call it, and then that won't be a array, that'll be a single animation blueprints. Or is it an animation asset? I think it might be animation asset. Let's see here. So let's go soft reference. We'll compile so I can come over here. Dude, yeah, blend. Okay, blends. That's a blend space. We want the NMBP. We don't have that, so it's not an animation asset. No, anim something rather. I just can't remember what we call it here. Or if we can even reference it here, that's a good point. Anim bank, anim blueprint. Here we go. There it is. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so got that set up. And you know, David, if you said you wanted to do this, if you want to do this after, like, no big, yeah, that's great. Just create data assets, set all these, put them in the bots, and then we could actually put this to the parent one afterwards. We can set it up in this stream if we want. So, anyways, anim BP. What else do we want in here? Anim instance. I don't think it is, because the anim instance is like, so we have the animation blueprints, right? So every time you spawn a new enemy of this type, that creates an animation instance of this animation blueprint, right? So that's we want to load the actual whatever it is animation, right? So okay, so space lasers, yeah. We're all objects now. Yes. I follow. What are you saying here? Sorry, Squeeb says at follow the Freeman, you get soft reference and you get a soft reference. You are my Oprah taken. Lot less giving stuff away. But then Oprah, I don't got no schools in my back pocket. But anyways, okay, so visual effects arrays. Ooh, that's a good point. What other things here? Let's open up the bot. What do you call it? Enemy base here. What do we got in here that we can pull out? This controller's fine to have as a hard reference. It's got to load anyway, so and I'm pretty sure that's a C++. Oh no, that's a blueprint one you made, so that's fine, but it doesn't matter. It's got to load anyway. So damage causer, that's all miscellaneous. Damage received. Is that... Was this already in here when we opened this combat template? Attack tokens, I know, was David putting in his thing here. So we got the behavior tree. Hit reactions. Do we have that in there? Hit sounds. Yeah, we do. Okay. Or sorry, hit reaction montages we don't have in there. So, hit reactions. And a montage, softs. And that'll be an array. What else we got in here, guys? Let's see. Sound-based anim montages, block montages. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And we'll move this to the bottom so we can keep all of this other stuff together here. Get on the bottom, for feck's sakes. There we go. All right. What else we got? Defend patrol routes. Yeah, this is great to put into a data asset because they all don't necessarily have a patrol route, right? And then we have a hard reference now to BP patrol route, and we might not need it. So putting that in here is perfect. So we'll say patrol. Jesus. Patrol route. I was like, how do you spell patrol? And I was having a fucking moment there. Anyways. PP patrol route, soft object class reference. And that'll be just a regular shingle. It's great to see so many people in the chat here that I haven't seen before. Ken Codes, I have a family dinner I have to leave for. Looking forward to watching later. Awesome, Ken. Looking forward to you watching later. I'll be looking for you watching in the data. No, just kidding. Thanks for joining the stream, man. But whoa, a game developer that goes live during a time I can actually attend. Sorry, I didn't see the up and coming. We actually, to be fair, that was my own fault because I didn't create a I was too busy playing Helldivers last night and chatting with King Boars and JPG in the Discord that I forgot to create a stream for today. So anyways, TG, how do you stop being soul-crushingly demotivated? I think every time I read one of your comments, RT, that I get a bit of extra motivation. But I don't know, like, I think it's because I'm doing so many different things all the time that I don't we just got a new subscriber, yay, right? Gotta want to get up to 8,000. Do I have that here? I'll close this so I can actually see my thing. Oh yeah, so hopefully we can get to 8,000 by the end of the stream. I mean, that's an hour. We gotta find 22 people to pull out of our ass here, but hopefully that happens here. Anyways, so Konzi was the one who just subscribed, so welcome to the stream here. But yeah, I work on a lot of different things, obviously between doing the videos for YouTube and doing the streams. I'm learning new stuff every week and working on my own game every week as well. So it's just really nice to kind of change some stuff up so I'm not constantly trying to smack my head against the wall working on one thing. Because I think that's really what causes demotivation in Unreal, is just working on the same thing. It's not working. You put a week into it, it's not working, and you just want to quit, right? So, okay, so we have... yeah, David said we need some visual effects. Somebody else said that too. Visual effects arrays. So we'll just say, sure, we'll just call them visual effects. No, we should name them specifically because, right? What the hell are we calling them? Let's call them, we'll call them attack visual effects. This is going to be a lot of work, everybody's. We're using Niagara for the most part, so I don't think we're going to use the legacy system anymore anyway, so, of Cascade, so, yeah. Anyways, Niagara system is what we want. Where is Niagara system, for Christ's sake? Come on, but fuck. There it is. Wasn't it? Oh no, I missed it. I'll just type in Niagara system instead of being lazy. There it is. Niagara system soft, okay? And then we'll do that. You know what? I don't know if it should be an array. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe it should be a map. Because what we'll do is, can I do Niagara system here? Yes, I can. It's going to say I can't do it, right? Because it's like, oh, I can. Sweet. So yeah, the Niagara system should be here, and this should be in an enum. So I'm just going to do a byte for now. But, yeah, this should be an enum where it's like, what type of attack are you doing? Okay, great. Like, have that system, right? Because, yeah, everybody's going to have different attacks, and they're all going to be different based on what the enemy's doing, right? So I think that probably should be a map. That's just my interpretation of it. What do you guys think? Real time, I'm not sure what you're doing here with your boss poop effect. Are you supplying that or what? Movement footstep effects. Yes. Yeah, we got a lot of data to load here for all the enemies, hey? Like a shit ton of data. So we'll do attack effects, or visual effects. Let's do footstep effects as well, except I think this one can be an array. Is that Niagara though? I mean, for now, I guess we'll put it as a Niagara system. Right? So yeah, that can be an array because we're just going to pull a random sound effect out of there, right? Or sorry, effects, I guess. All these animation montages and stuff will have sounds in them, so we don't necessarily need to worry about that. We could also put the footstep effects in there as well. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's just not do the footstep effects in the actual montages themselves. Okay, attack of visual effects. Is that it for now? We could. Your sound effect stuffs I put into a map with nested struct, making it way less variables. You know what we could do instead is let's make these not arrays. Can I select them all? Let's make these not arrays. All you need to do, everybody, is you know, we'll freaking do this right now, and I'll show you. It's not too terribly hard. Chatter sounds, single. Yeah, all the sound effects we'll just make not arrays. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. So will it compile? I'll just show you right now. So all you do is the sound base. You can choose any sound effect you want, but what you want to do instead is you want to create a meta sound. So we'll go to enemies, or pardon me. We'll go into audio in the new folder that we want to move everything to, or sound. Okay. So we'll just say. Actually, that's incorrect. We shouldn't be doing it like this. We should be doing it. So, yeah, like I'm going to say in the video on Wednesday, basically, you want everything to be in the same folder, contained within itself, right? Like, you know, you're going to want to come in here, you're going to want to go to characters or core characters. Here's everything they have in common. And then it's like, here's our, you know, our bots, right? Click into the bots, there's the enemy base, here's all the sounds, here's all the animations, here's all the rigs, everything to do with that exact character. So when you migrate it over, you take literally only the enemy AI folder, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we got to remove all this stuff anyway, or, sorry, reorganize this stuff anyway, but where is it? Characters, enemies, bots, so we'll do that in here. So we'll do a new folder, and we'll call it, you know, sound effects, I guess. Okay, so we'll right click, we'll go to, do we have audio, meta sound source. Let's call this attack, right? I don't know if we have multiple attack. Oh no, we have multiple hits, right? I can't remember. We'll just say MS for now, because I can't remember which ones we have. So, we'll open that right now. Let's see what we got here. So first off, this is, I think, a one-shot, which is what we want. We'll go to source here. Yeah, okay. It's a one-shot sound, meaning it plays once and then goes away, right? So, let's keep it as a one-shot. We need to get a... We're going to do stereo, okay? I don't know how many people are audio people or not, but yeah, I worked in audio for freaking forever, to be honest. I worked as a boom operator and a sound assistant in the film industry, and then I also did podcasts and voice work professionally as well. So yeah, I've worked with audio a shit ton. But anyways, stereo is just, or sorry, mono obviously is one channel of audio, so it's going to be the exact same sound in both the left and right speakers. Stereo is going to have two separate sounds in the left and the right speaker, so that's what we're going to want to do because it's going to be way better. Stereo mixer 2, I'm sorry, not mixer. Play wave player 2 stereo, that's what we want. Okay, on finish, we're just going to hook up into this. We're going to not do mono here. Where do you change that? I can't remember. I think it's in source. Or meta sound. Meta sound. Output format stereo. Now we can put the left in and here and the right out here. This is super basic meta sound stuff, by the way. Like, you can get super intense in here. But anyways, wave asset, we're going to promote that to a variable. Promote to graph variable. Okay, and we'll call this, you know, our whatever it is sound effect. We don't know what it is going to be yet. And then is array. Okay, now we can choose our sound effects. So bot crash, that's what we'll make this one. So we'll say crash sound effect. And we'll add another one, crash bot 2. And then we're going to crash sound effect. There it is. We're going to just get a random node out of here. Random get, right? I feel like there's a better node for this. Play random one shots. Yeah, so we'll do this instead. So play random one shots. This is like your input, so like when the sound starts. So we'll just do on play. Volume, bass, all that kind of stuff. Pace bit, that's all great. Out left, out right, on finished. Okay, so I mean that's all you need, right? Except in source attenuation, you do need that. That's just basically for 3D sounds. It's the sphere that's going to play the sound a different volume based on how far away you are from the actual like point of origin of the sound, right? So you put it on a fire, right in the middle of that is going to be the fire sound effect. It's going to be playing at 100%. The farther away you get, it's going to start reducing the volume of it. So that's what the attenuation setting is. You can also let's make a new one here. We'll just call it defaults. Yeah, defaults a 10 right? Anyways, this is you can go in here, you can modify a bunch of different stuff, right? You can do like what kind of space it is, if it's omnidirectional, you know, do air absorption. Like, this is all like pretty advanced stuff, but yeah, I mean, just to have a default one with just the default stuff in it is going to be great. But all right, so that's our sound for crash sounds. So we'll just hit save, we'll close this. I'll actually rename this to crash sounds now. Okay, we can duplicate that and call it, you know, attack sounds. And then we can swap out our where was it here? It's in our meta sounds, or is it in source? Or do I just click on, I have to click on that. Okay, and then we can change these out to, did I say, what did I call this? Attack sounds? Looks like we don't have an attack sound. We only have one bot hit, so we'll just go with that for now. We'll delete this. Sorry, whoops. Bot hit, there we go. And then I'll just rename it. And then if we get some more sound effects later, we can do that too. Alrighty. Bot hits. And bot crash. Okay, so we got some sound effects. That's all we need to do in these data assets, right? It's just to make those. And David, if you're going to add on to this, like, yeah, just duplicate these and change the sound effects. I do have a, what's it called? If you guys don't have any like music or sound or anything, any kind of program like that, you guys can check out Epidemic Sound. I use that all the time. And then use my, I'm sure real time will throw my link in the description below, or in the description below the chat now here. If you guys want to click on that link, you get a free 30-day trial. Check it out. And yeah, it's freaking awesome for music and sound effects. And I think you can get voices and stuff on there too, to be honest. So, all right, so that's been created. And I think that that's fine for now. What we will do now is in enemy base, we're going to add a variable and we'll call it, what's bot data, I guess. And PDA bot data, or what do we call it? PDA enemy data. Okay, so that's great. All right, so bot data, and we, you know, you can select whatever data asset you made, which we haven't made yet, but we do want to load our stuff. So let's replace all of these. So hit reaction montages. We will. Okay, so I've been saying depreciate forever because my text is so effing small, but it's deprecated. So, you can make fun of me for that now. But anyways, I'm going to hit deprecated here. So this does two things. So I showed in a short or whatever that, you hit compile, it'll tell you everywhere that it is. It also doesn't allow it to be used again, right? So if you're working in teams like we are now, it'll be very helpful for people, like if they're trying to use this, it won't let them use it anymore because you've checked it off as deprecated. So anyways, I said we were going to make a function in here. Let's see. Sorry, one sec. I'm just trying to think of how to do it. If we want to do a function and load all the stuff in here, which I think you should be able to, right? So we get our, our async load, right? And then cast to sound base. Do we... I'm kind of interested how this is going to play out. Can I request this from the data? Like, this is a slightly new territory for me because I've never thought about it in this way. But can we load it inside of our data asset, and then when we want to play a sound, we just get our data asset and then request sound effect for blah, blah, blah. And then it just gives us the sound, like here's the sound, and then you play that sound. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes an actual difference. Versus, because let's look at the size map right now for the enemies. It's probably fucking massive. Size map. Braz. Yeah, it's 20. Got a reference to the battery. Yeah, it does, hey? Because that's what it drops when it dies. There's another thing we can put in a data asset then, which we've already done. So, yeah, in our data asset, I wonder if we can spawn from there too. That would be interesting. I'm just like spitballing ideas, and if they work or not, I'm not sure. But anyways. All right, what we got here? Oh yeah, Fat Man just drops all the affiliates. Just lays them all out, right? I saw a video from Unreal Fest last year where they were making a procedural score that was guided by the on-screen actions. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, man, that's really music has a huge effect in games, obviously. So yeah, having it react to your gameplay just adds an extra level of interaction with the player. That's super cool. Well, what's funny though is sound plays a huge role in not even like in your games. Like I would say 50% of your game experience is sound. Because if you play any game with the sound off, it's just not the same, right? I'm sure a lot of you can agree. In film, we always used to say that if nobody complains about the sound's great. Someone complains about the sound, then you fucked up somewhere, right? All right, so, yeah, we got all these hard references we ideally want to get rid of. The battery being one of these. The bot crash, all these sound effects and stuff we'll get rid of shortly. Yeah, because we had those all be the same, hey? So, the only thing about the size map here is this is what it pulls into memory when this bot base is referenced, which will be right away. So this should be like super skinny. Like none of this stuff should actually be in there. We could make this instance editable, a class reference to this, and just leave it blank, right? And then each individual bot child we could set in what kind of battery they drop or whatever the case is, right? So, anyways, we got bot death, enemy AI, all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's clean this up a little bit. So, going back to this, yeah, let's instead of doing the attack sound, I just want to get these hit reactions. We'll start with that one. Get hit reactions. We will do a for each loop. Can you async load? No, you can't. I didn't think you could, but yeah, then we'll async load asset. Shit, this sounds broken. This seems broken. Hey? For you to like loop through this and have a bunch of async load assets triggered, but I suppose, yeah, that's how you do it, hey? Because, yeah, then we got to cast to the... What are these called? Montage. And then as montage, we got to basically output that, right? As they're ready. So, yeah, let's... we can't make this a function because we have this guy here. So I guess we'll have to do a custom event. Custom event, we'll say load, you know, load asset, hang on. Yeah, this is where it's going to get tricky, right? How do we load all these cleanly? Anybody have any thoughts on how to do this cleanly? Because, like, we got to load all of these. And do we do that? If we do that in the player, it's kind of a waste, in a sense. Or not the player, but the enemy base. Huh. What?
Are you a king yet?
Oh, I'm not a king yet, no. Oh. 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 Let's go. Azura made me a sandwich. Trigger all the comments now. Thanks, love you. So, I won't munch on that sandwich in your guys' ears, but anyways. Okay, so we got Intick, Squeebs, Intick. You wanted to sabotage the game, I guess. Only 20 megabytes, though? I thought it was going to be like 1 gigabyte. No. Some of the other ones would probably be at least 100, I'm sure. What does async load do exactly? So async load will load it in the background. So basically, if I go back to here, so when we're asking Unreal to load this, right, because this is a soft object reference, so this is saying, hey, here's all the hit reactions that we have, which we don't have any at the moment, but if we had, 2 or 3 in there, hey, this is what this object is, but it has not loaded it into memory, so you can't use it. Right? So that's just to reduce the amount of load times and reduce the amount of stuff pulled into memory all at once, right? So it's really important that this is maintained throughout a project. Because, yeah, like I said, I opened up the size map for this guy. So as soon as there's a hard reference anywhere in the engine for BP enemy base, it needs to load all of this, right? So it needs to load the BP battery blueprints for when it dies, right? It needs to load the health bar so it can showcase the health bar. We have 2 sound effects in there. Right, so all that's got to get loaded, so we want to mitigate as much of that as possible. So, especially in the base class, we only need the absolute core things loaded in the base class so that the base, the enemy class can function, right? As each enemy is loaded in, we're going to need all of their stuff, right? But we don't want to load in every enemy's things because that will make your game load for a long time. Anyway, so yeah, async is going to move the loading from the main game thread onto the background game thread, and it's going to load it in the background, and then, it'll request, hey, load this asset, and then it's going to come out of here, and you can just do, whatever you need to do. And then this is a latent action node, so that means that once this loading on the background thread is complete, this complete pin will trigger. Then you need to cast, because this is an object reference, so it's not what you need. You need it to be what this is, and a montage. So we're going to cast to add a montage so we can get access to that specific thing, right? And then we can plug it in. So yeah, this is just loading it in the background, and it prevents hitches. I'm sure the example that I use is in. I don't know how many people have played Halo 1. Like probably a lot of you, I would suspect, it's because most of my audience is 30 or older, or just about 30. So yeah, in Halo 1, when you guys hit that checkpoint, the game would like freeze for a second and you'd get the checkpoint and then move in. That's a hitch, right? So that's what happens if you don't use async, if you use the other one, which is blocking, whatever it is, load blocking asset, right? So this will stop the game on the main game thread, load your asset, and then return this, right? So you want to avoid that. You want to load it in the background and not have it affect the main game. So that's what this does. Okay, anyways, somebody... Real time, goddamn, does she need a side piece? I mean, look at this fucking sandwich. Look at this fucking that's a fucking sandwich, everybody. Good stuff. All right. Fat man. Low shots fired at my age. Triggered. So good. Yeah, real time was already assuming that I was the old man here. Yeah. Got it. Thanks for the explanation. Yeah, man, no worries. You got some green screen in my sandwich. Yeah, I did, hey, because I got the lettuce on there. My lettuce is rotten. No. Yeah. TG, get random node, probably. Well, yes. Yeah, okay. So you're saying, but we don't want to load it every time. Do you know what I mean? Because once it's loaded, it's already in memory, so we would want to cache that. So we don't want to just constantly get a random thing and then reload it, and then, you know what I mean? That's what I was saying. I wonder if we should make put hard references in here, but just keep them like empty. But then it loads it anyway, so we don't want that, actually. Because as soon as you have a hard reference in your data asset, as soon as the data asset's reference, it loads everything in here, right? If it's a hard reference. Void lettuce. Yeah. Good God, this sandwich is good. This is a good sandwich. Great, great girlfriend. All right. I'd have a heart attack from shock if my wife made anything close to that. Well, sorry to hear that, man. That was my previous wife. She, Christ. I don't even know if she could make a sandwich. She could barely fucking function as a human, to be honest. Anyways. Well, I guess that's a lot of us, but yeah, she would have died without me, to be honest. Anyways, so me too, mainly because I don't have a wife. I mean, that comes with certain advantages, but I mean, you don't get a sandwich, you know, at the end of the day. But, and made the witch presentable too. Yeah, man, this is like I would pay, you know, $12 US for this, right? Freaking awesome. Ed's in stream, nice, welcome. Sandwich is a much needed game asset. Yeah, is that a power-up now? Should that be a power-up? Azura sandwich? Should that go in the GDD right now? Need the deets on that sandwich, bro. First the mac and cheese and now the double-decker sandwich. Yeah, right? But, yeah, what's on the sandwich? We got 2 slices of Havarti cheese from Costco. Like, that cheese is freaking top shelf. We got, looks like, ham and salami, and what else we got on here? Like, dissecting her sandwich. Yeah, ham and salami, it looks like, and then, tomatoes and garden, I know it's like some sort of garden mix, lettuce, some variety. Yeah, I love Azura. Azura is a really good baker as well. I do most of the cooking in the house, but that's because she likes Mexican food and she basically only likes to make that stuff. So I do get sick of it sometimes. But yeah, I do a lot of the cooking in the house. But yeah, she does lots for me. So it's kind of a balance thing, right? So, anyways, what do we get for your Steam degrades the moment Azura sandwich makes an entrance? Yeah, right. Pretty much. What happened to load everything in the BPC and pull refs from it? I don't know, might be crazy. Or elevates, yeah, right. David's like, can we talk about the game, guys? Fuck your sandwich, right? Stand by. All right. So I need to do some research on this because I don't know what the best way to do this is. If we load it from the data asset, maybe this is where the data asset registry comes in handy. I don't know. Right? The data asset registry just didn't make sense to me because it's like so much extra work just to get your data asset. You know, so how about this? How about we just let's load this in the fuck, I wanted to avoid that though because I don't want it in the enemy base because we want the enemy base to be basically nothing, right? In terms of memory weight. But the children, we don't want to do this in every single child. Unless we create... No, we can't do that either. We can't create a giant function because that'll create outputs that are hard references. Yeah, I gotta do some research on that. I'm not sure how we can do this without totally fucking the game here. So, anyways, why don't we do a check in if it's loaded and if it's not to load it? Yeah, no, like, the loading of the assets is not the issue. The issue is... Again, we want to keep the enemy base as lean as possible. Like, we don't want any of these hard references to the montage or the patrol routes or any of the sound effects. We don't want any of that in here. Like, we do, but we don't, right? Because we want the enemy base... we want this size map to be basically fucking nothing, right? Like, we don't want a reference to this battery. We don't want... Well, the health bar is fine because all the enemies have a health bar anyway. These two sound effects I'm going to get rid of right now. Sound. Okay, there's nothing in there right now. Class defaults? Where do we have that? I don't see it in here. Block. Let's get rid of this. Patrol routes is not there. I see. Did you do this instance editable specifically because we want to be able to set it and leave these blank? Is that what your play was, David? Because in reality, we don't have to have any of these instance editable for the most part, right? Because we're gonna you'd set them all in the child anyway. You know what? This is fine. Like, we'll load the data anyway, but because we have a reference to like really generic shit. But I might reorganize some of these. So sound. I just don't know. Oh, right, the sound is here because we play sound. Hit reaction clear. Okay, so we got that. The block system. Montage block random. Okay, that's great. Yeah, because back in the size map, if it's still open, what's happening here is we don't have any references to animontages, or we don't have any references to any of that kind of stuff, right? So having them in here, like, we obviously need these to load in order for our children to work, right? So keeping these generic will be fine. So we can load them in here. Make that animations. And let's clean this up a little bit here. Behavior tree. What else would go in there? Block montages. Oh, death sounds. Yeah, there we go. Let's get rid of those. And we'll set them in the children, right? So, sound. I'm going to just delete that one. Oh, it's in use, is it? Where? Where are we in use here? Get death sound, sound. Sound? I'm so confused. So it's not being used anywhere. It says it's in use, but it's not in use, so I'm so confused. Okay, whatever. All right, so the eating ASMR hits hard. I don't know what that abbreviation means. I've been seeing a lot of abbreviations. Must be the gen, you know, the new gen peoples making up stuff. I literally learned what TLDR meant yesterday. Because I see everybody saying that, but I don't know what the fuck that means. Then, we asked Azura's daughter, who's almost 15, and she told us, and just like, oh, rude. Okay. I don't know what to name these, but we can do that later, so we're not taking up any time. Bot data, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we'll compile. Let's check our size map once again. I got rid of the sound effects. Oh, I gotta save. Oh, yeah, we have the Niagara effect as well for bot death. We can get rid of that as well. Oh, right, that's hard-coded right here. Okay, so this needs to be a variable, so we'll promote that to a variable. And we'll call it, you know, bot death effects. And then we can compile it and clear that out so we don't have this here. Because we set that in the, what's it called? The data asset, right? So we'll clear that. Okay, that's gone. What else can we get rid of in here? We're just kind of optimizing this, right? Because we don't want it to be super gross. Size map. Let's get rid of this battery. That's another freaking stupid one here. That can be a soft reference. So where do we spawn that here? Drop loot, right? Okay. Promote that to a variable, and we'll call it loot. Loot drop class. Hey, it's an actor. That, I mean, that's fine, right? We can drop literally anything. So we'll make that a soft class. Do we? Like, I'm thinking like later game when your OP is shit and you just one-shot something. We don't want to have to wait to load a class, right? I don't know. And we would load the... This would be actually the pickup base, right? Or the pickup class. A class reference. Change the variable type. It'll, you know, it won't like it, but, you know, it can suck me. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll leave this blank. And then that will get rid of that battery reference. It'll still have a hard reference to the pickup class, but that should have nothing in it. So yeah, so like we've already halved our memory footprint, right? This is fine. Yeah, pretty much. So can you use async load primary asset list or something? No, so we're gonna have our data asset be hard referenced because everything inside of the data asset is a soft reference. As soon as you reference a data asset, it'll load everything in here that is a hard reference. So all of these are soft, so it won't load it until, right? Because we're going to be referencing PDA enemy data, but there's going to be like 10, 15, whatever data assets that are for each individual enemy type. So it's not going to load anything until we specifically tell it to load the data, right? So that's what we want to do just to keep our memory footprint down, because we don't need to load, you know, all the enemies' animations and stuff if we don't even see them for like a whole level or whatever, right? Fucking love this era. Anyways, okay. So yeah, that'll get rid of that. What else do we got here? Yeah, there's the pickup class. It's super tiny. It's only 1 megabyte, right? Before it was way more. The health bar. And a skeletal mesh. What the fuck? Why is the health bar referencing a skeletal mesh? Let's check that out. That's got nothing in it. Where's the... There it is. Health bar. Oh, you know why? Because in here, I bet you it's getting the... Yeah, I know exactly how to fix this. So let's open the health bar here. It's been nicely updated by tier, I believe, right? Okay, so get actor class BP botling. Enemy bottling. Why do we get this right away? Where is this used? Find references by class member. This can be replaced with yeah, we can fix this. We don't need this at all, actually, because all we need is this component. So we don't need a reference to the BP bottling. We just need to, we'll just make a health component, right? BPC health object reference. We'll make it instance editable, so we can change this in all the different things, and we'll make it exposed on spawn. Actually, we can't do that because when we spawn in, it's already too late. So here's how. Yeah. Okay. So then all we'll need is we'll delete this, and we'll get our health components. Plug this in. That sits. Let's get owner. Sorry, we can't get owner, pardon me. Let's get the health components. Get owner. And then we can confirm that this is valid, I believe. Is valid right here. Okay, and then we'll get rid of this. If it's not valid, we just won't do anything. Actually, if it's not valid, let's do this instead, just so we don't have any jank, right? Let's grab our... let's set visibility to hidden. And then we'll duplicate this. Eventually, it'll duplicate itself. There we go. And then here we'll set it to not hit testable, self and all children, just so that, you know, if we don't have any data, we're not just going to show our default garbage data, right? Okay, so we'll do that. And then I believe in this armor one, yeah, same thing here. So we'll delete these. I'll put this health component out here. And then we'll get the health component again and get our owner. And is valid. Whoops. Yeah, same thing. Set visibility to hidden. And to not hit testable self and all children, peoples. There we go. Great, and in the event graph, we don't need this. I assume we have a reference to the static mesh because we're directly referencing the enemy botling in this widget. That's why we had that. So we'll hit compile. That should still work. Let's just test it out. There's some errors in blah 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 blah. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's where it was being used, hey? Do blueprint animation bot base. Get velocity, blah blah blah, play sound. What was the sounds in here? Copy. So this is let's just disconnect this for now because we're gonna update all the sounds, right? So alright. Updates sounds once loaded in the bot's base, or sorry, the enemy base, I guess. Okay, all right. So I compile. See some comments here. I gotta. There it is. Scroll down because I missed a bunch of comments. Jesus. I nearly nuked a game jam project with texture sound one time. Learned real quick before I even knew how to code. Yeah, right. I saw a video that AAA dev group on how they made their asset icons into fonts and saved them a ton of memory. Yeah, I made a video on that too, actually. That's one way a lot of people do it, actually. Is, yeah, basic icons. What, who was it? It was it Divinity? It was one of them. Anyways, yeah, they created a bunch of icons and then put it into like a font generator or whatever the case is, and generated it into a font file, and then they just had to map it in their engine, right? And yeah, you don't have to load a bunch of UI textures, and you just are inputting basically a font. So yeah, that's super handy. What if they're actually little people in disguise? I was pulling for that ref for the bind. Oh yeah. Was it calling me Kevin? Real time's got some quick chirps. All right, so we'll get rid of that. So now I'll play. There you go. Okay, so no one's got a health bar now. Because, yeah, right, of course, I didn't do the most basic of basic shit. So, event begin play. Let me just find it here, because event begin play. Yes, so we can't update our health progress until we tell our health. So we're going to BP health, and we will. I'm sorry, not that. So we need to get a health bar, and we might need to make an interface for this. We could also just fucking cast to it, it doesn't matter. Cast to the BP health bar. Sorry, BP... What do we call it? Widgets. Can I type, maybe? God damn it. What is it called? The fucking health bar. Enemy health bar, copy that. So, cast to blah blah blah. The fuck you say to me? Oh, get widget, sorry. Get widget. So we're getting the actual widget attached to this widget component, because this is a widget component, that's why you can't cast to it. So then we'll cast to widget blueprints, enemy health bar. Why are we casting? Because it's fucking loaded anyway. So it doesn't matter, right? And a quick cast here is going to be fine. And then we're going to... Come on, fuck. We're going to set our health components. And that's going to be this guy. And then we can update our healths, right? So it did exactly what I told it to, which is if it's not valid, the owner, then to hide it. So play. Look at that. We all have health bars. We did the same thing with a lot less memory bloatage, right? There we go. Let's have a look at the... where were we before? Characters, right? Enemies, bots. Let's look at the size map of this boy now. Oh shit, boy! Look at that. It went down to 4. Right? Let's go. So what else? We got the pickup class, which is fine. Enemy health bar is basically nothing now. 700 kilobytes. Bot death. We still have a Niagara reference here, but we shouldn't. I just got a flashback to last session with TG. He told me to get certain nodes, and I couldn't type to save my life. Yeah, man. Well, especially when you have a microphone in front of you and you can't like look at your keyboard. So it sucks. But you know, that's my excuse, not because I'm a, you know, I don't know, whatever, finger warriorless keyboarder person. But okay, so bot death we want to get rid of as well. BPI enemy AI, that's the interface. We're gonna leave that in. We have reference to an animation in here as well, so which is referencing yeah, so we can get rid of that for sure, because we don't need to reference any of that kind of stuff. Let's just go through our code and find everything here. Like play montage. Montage to play, that's great. This is launch character, sure, whatever. Any damage. Here we go. So this is going to be animations. This is the bot death, so we don't want animations. We want bot death effect. We're going to plug that in and hit compile. That'll fix that. And what else we got here? Play montage, that's on a random. So hopefully everybody watching it kind of getting understanding of, you know, how to reduce your memory footprint just by creating these and having them be empty and then setting them into children, right? So we don't reference anything like that. Okay, so that's event begin play. Implement BP the team inside the player, blah, 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 blah. Okay, this component's... Okay, so you're leaving some comments for us. Sounds great. Health update, that'll update our health. That's great. And do we have anything else? Right here, montage to play. This is the crazed robot one, which we don't have here. So let's duplicate this. And we'll just call it angry montages. Okay, so we'll pull that out and we'll get a random from that. Plug that in. Okay, that's been dealt with. That should be everything, to be honest. So let's have a look at the size map one more time. Sorry, shit, I gotta save for it to update. We do have save. Okay, good. A little bit of a panic attack there that I didn't have save uncompiled always. Okay. We have the pickup class, which is fine. We have our self, the enemy health bar, which is fine. Why is this texture 2D actually in here? We could reduce that even more because there's 2 in here. We got the glass and this that we can make soft references wherever those are. White progress bar. Yeah, we'll figure that out in 1 second. I just want to make sure the rest is all good. Attack token, enemy data, health components. This is like super tiny stuff, and we're down to 3 megabytes. That's fine. Yeah, this is power cell base color. Actually, we can get rid of that too. Right? We shouldn't have any textures in here. Okay, let's head back. Let's find the power cell now. That would be in what? Blueprints? Pickups? BP pickup class? Static mesh? Yeah, that's not in there. I'm confused now. What was it referencing then? Size map. The pickup class, but it has a power cell base color in it. What? Right? That doesn't make any sense at all. Because, like, if we get rid of that, that's like, it goes from being 1.1 megabyte to being 200 kilobytes, right? Like, basically. So, what the hell's going on here? Pickup class. That's event graph. I don't see anything in here that has anything to do with materials. Unless it's up here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Set material. Okay, so we're going to clear that. What the fuck happened here? So we get the static mesh. The static mesh should already have the material on it, should it not? Oh shit, you know what? It's because we were using, what's it called? The fucking stand-in one, which I can probably delete now. But okay, so that's what was making sense there. So we'll compile that, should make that go away. Close that, and I'll just reopen it here. Somewhere? Oh, it's just having a moment here. All saved. Okay, great. Size map. Oh, so close. Guess I'll have a bite of a sandwich and read some comments here. Okay, so learning game dev says, yes, Squeebs, assets will be loaded on demand. This just benefits other classes hard referencing it. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and yeah, your base classes, you want to have super lean so that it's not referencing anything, and then you want to reference the base class when you, like we did here in our enemy base, right? For our load drop class, we have a reference to the BP pickup base class. We're going to make this, well, we don't need to make it instance editable because we can set it in each child, but I mean, shit, we can make it instance editable too if we wanted. But anyways, yeah, so we're referencing the base class, which has literally nothing in it. And then we looked at our size map whenever it decides to open or whatever whatever the case is. I don't know why it's being super difficult right now, but yeah, then we don't load all those other heavy assets that we don't need, right? So let's see, behavior tree. Is that on, oh yeah, end play. Make sure you guys use end play if you don't know what that is. I did make a video on it in regards to my event dispatcher video. So yeah, this is called when you call destroy actor, or if you transition out of a level, it'll call this, and we just need to make sure that all of our stuff is cleared out of memory so that garbage collection can clean it up. And then you get more memory to do cool effects. Also good to remember, too, that people playing your game might not have as good a computer as you, right? My computer's pretty fucking beefy. I'm editing 4K video and running Unreal at the same time and whatever the fuck else, right? So I have a pretty good computer, but someone might not have a super awesome beast PC like me, so I have to make sure that there's as much memory available for them as possible, right? Can you make a battle pass? No, I refuse. Fuck battle passes. So sick of their shit. How about you just make a good game, battle passes, right? Goddamn. Anyways, I'm sure you're asking for yourself, but I don't know how to do downloadable content, unfortunately, but yeah, because you're gonna have to use like API calls from within your game to payment, blah blah. It's just all complicated, right? But a regular battle pass is just a progression system, right? And then when you hit a certain threshold or a certain point, you would just do an API call to, or not an API call, pardon me. You would just unlock stuff as you hit levels, right? So it's just basically a progression system. If that's what you're asking how to make, that might be a good video one day I can make. Did you know the latest WWE game has a battle pass called Ringside Pass? Oh, TG's live service game just on stream live. Yeah, right. Leroy's playing Helldivers. Instead of watching the stream, we got to give Leroy shit here now. Anyways. But, anyways, people playing your game probably won't have as good as computer as you. Is that the quote now? Is that going on all the t-shirts? Right? That's a good comment. Squeebs started, what did you say? Real time started Donkey Farm. That's funny. All right, so let's see if the size map decides to open for me now. It's, been enough time for it to get its shit together. Nah, I'll just restart Unreal. How about that? I'm sure it's sick of me opening it and calculating all that stuff, right? So I'll close this and I'll just open project and just be the same project. All right. Look into pack files. Okay, I'll do that. I'm here dueling tasks. Okay. All right, Leroy. You be killing bugs. Killing bugs and watching the stream. Matt says, like, if you make a new playable main character for your game and completely changes the gameplay, gives new life to the game, and you change like charge $1 or $2 for it, that's good DLC. I don't disagree with what you're saying. I just disagree with how it's delivered. I think that you should reward people for playing your game. Helldivers is a great example, actually. Nothing in there changes gameplay. It's all cosmetic stuff. But if you play the game enough, you can earn enough credits to buy the war bonds and work towards unlocking all these cosmetic stuff, right? So it's like they're rewarding people for playing the game, which I think is really important. Like a lot of AAA's just do it the lazy way, right? They're just like, oh yeah, we'll just make all this cool shit people could just fucking buy it, pay for it, right? Because that's where they make all their money. So, all right, size map. You're gonna work now. For the love of fuck. Just, I want to know how big you are, bud. Okay, well, we'll look at the reference viewer. Oh, shit, right? All right. So referencing the pickup. Oh yeah, there it is. That's what we need to not have. Oh, I'm sorry. Anything that's a purple line in here is a soft reference, so that's good. Pickup class. We got the editor item in this. That's all will be loaded when that's loaded, so that's great. Pickup data. Why is enemy base referencing this at all anyway? Right? It shouldn't be referencing the data asset for battery at all. So let's check in on that. Duh. Now, there's nothing there for that. Where else are you? I gotta do this for the player next, I think. It's refactoring stuff. Jump, attack, end. Looking for the material for the battery. Unless that's on there because it's referenced in the battery, which is a part of that class. I don't know if that's the case or not. Pick up data. Here we go. I don't think we need this. Exposed on spawn, right? Did I not open this or did I not find it? Why is it just not searching for anything today or anymore? I'm super annoyed by that. Pickups, right? Blueprints, pickups. Pickup class. Yeah, so I'll open this up. This does not need to be exposed on spawn anymore. So we'll hit compile because each one of the things, like the BP battery, for example, will have its own. Oh yeah, we got to target upon. Sorry, did we load it in? Is that what we do? Yeah, because in the parent, right, we load the static mesh and then we apply it. Okay, copy that. Oh, that's why. But that's fine, because we can set the... We'll go to class defaults, and we can set our pickup data to be the battery. There we go. Hopefully that wasn't too fast for everybody. But, yeah, now we can refresh this. That goes away. And we lose that battery reference now. What the fuck happened? I'm looking for the reference viewer now. Size map's dead. Where the fuck? What the fuck? Wait, who the fuck? Characters, enemies, bots, reference viewer, because the size map's broken. There, we lost our... Or actually, we still have a reference to it, but... It must be because of the... It must be because of the child, you know? That's the only explanation that I can think of. But, yeah, it's a hard reference, and then it references the main parent, right? Primary data asset, but it doesn't reference this until we load it. That's what the pink lines are. So you want a lot of pink lines, as many as you can have. Patrol route, that's still not... Why is that not soft? That should be soft. And if Resolute was here, he would say that's what she said. But, PDA enemy data is hard referencing this, but it shouldn't be hard referencing that. And same thing with patrol route. Patrol route should be... Oh, unless it's been... Oh, right. Right. Because that's... So yeah, these are hard reference because we have variables in our... Where are they? Is it AI? No, it's an... AI settings, yeah. This is a hard referenced blueprints, right? Whereas these other ones we were looking at earlier, the animations, the audio, these are hard references, but they're for C++ base class, meaning that they don't carry any weight with them inside the size map. Okay, but this one does because it's a blueprint. Okay, so it has to load it as soon as you have a hard reference here. It has to load it in, so that's why that's referenced in there. You could, if you wanted, make this a soft reference, right? And then we can load it in, change variable type, so we can do that right now. Where the fuck is begin play? Here it is. Begin play. Get the controller. If, David, if you're here, it does... If we don't have a patrol route, they just idle, right? They don't do anything. So if this isn't loaded right away, that's not a big deal. Is that right? So yeah, what I'll do then is I'll grab the patrol route and we will async load it. Async load asset. David said nothing. Oh, he hasn't responded yet. Yeah, right. Oh my god, and that's how my little brother deleted my save game. Yeah, corrupt save data. PS1 PTSD kicks in, yeah. I gave you an easy one on the that's what she said. Yeah, right. Okay, so the Matt it's I know it doesn't say it's mate, right? Maitland Vaughn. I think that's Vaughan Turner. Hopefully I'm not super butchering that. But yeah, the names are so small on the screen, it looks like it says Matt, but yeah, it doesn't say Matt. Anyways, that happened to me at the end of both Dragon Warrior 2 and Final Fantasy 1. That's unfortunate. Those are long games too. But if there's no assets in the B route, what is the value? If there's no assets, sorry, in the B route, what is the value? That's a good point, because you can convert this to a validate get, right? And if this is valid, then you load it, and if it's not valid, then you don't load it, right? So we're going to load it, and then we're going to cast to BP patrol route, and make sure that it's not coming out of that, because then your cast will fail every single time. You want it to come out of completed, and then we're going to set. Yeah, it makes no sense, right? Because it's got to frickin' load it anyway. Huh. Because, yeah, you got to load it in... sorry, you got to set this anyway. BP patrol. Yeah, that doesn't need to be instance editable either. Yeah, pretty much none of this needs to be instance editable because yeah, you can just set it all in the child, right? Patrol route. So we load it. I'm curious. Whoops. I'm curious what happens when you do this, if it even lets you. It just resolves it. Okay, that's silly. All right. Well, I think there's no point in doing this, to be fair, because we just need to set it anyway. And pretty much all of our enemies are going to be patrolling, except for like if they're in attack mode or whatever. So I think that this is a little redundant, to be honest. Patrol routes. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll just set that in each thing. That's fine. Okay. Pick. What happened here? There we go. Fixed. Okay, so let's have a look here at the reference view one more time, see what else we can get rid of here. All right. So that's fine. Health events. These don't need to be there. So this is something where we could load and play the sound from the data asset, possibly. So let's open that health component up here. Grey Wolf Studio, anyone want to give me a quick super rundown of the game? Yeah, like Real Time said, it's an action brawler. It's for the community that we're all making together. Yeah, so we can kind of see how it all comes together in the end there. Okay, so I think we take the sound effects right out of this and we put them in the montages. I think that's what we do. So I'm assuming in take damage is where we... Oh no, maybe not. Where do we have these? Damage. Oh, here we go. Yeah, let's take these right out of the health component and let's put them in the montages, right? So we'll play hit shield sound effects, play damage sound. Okay, copy. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'll just delete these. Sorry, Tier, I'm like deleting all your stuff today. But okay, so that's done. Now that shouldn't be referenced anymore. Whoops, where was it? Right here. And we'll refresh those. There goes that. I'm in the wrong thing now. Enemy base, here we go. Okay, enemy. Okay, everything else looks good. This is everything that references this on this side, on the left side. So we got all the behavior tree stuff, that's fine. And we got boss attack, TV Tom, right? Yes. Okay, that all seems fine. But anyways, we'll close this. Does the size map open yet? Of course not, because you know why would we need to check that kind of shit, right? Anyways, all good. That hits hard real time. That was a banging sandwich though. Yeah, I mean it's not done yet. I'm still working on it. It's huge, right? It's huge. Okay, we'll get rid of this, and okay, we'll go into the montages now, and we'll add those sound effects in, and then we'll call it a day here. But yeah, so montages will be in probably animations, I would suspect. Attack drone, yeah, sure. Animations. Do I have any drone sound effects? If I don't, I'm going to download some right now. So I have a shit ton of sound effects. I thought I had space drones. Come in, get over there, right? Okay, let's see here. Thrilling, reversed. These are all like weird ones though. Haunting winds. I don't think this is going to be what we want, but we'll just see what it sounds like. And making sure my thing's not super loud. Yeah, this is more cinematic-y shit, I guess, hey? That's too bad. So I'm like, ooh, sounds of spaceships. Or sorry, we were just in there. Sounds of... whoa! Sounds of robots and machines. Hit the jackpot, bud! Right? Old robot server motor. Ooh. Oh, these are great. These are great, everybody. Holy shit. Yeah, these are all going in there for sure. But I probably have to edit some of them because... there we go. There's one. So, attack drone. New folder sounds. Let's rename this to just fly robot, I guess. Right? Put that in there. What? Actually, yeah. What is this? It's a WAV file. Yeah, it should accept it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my audio's all fucked up. The audio broke. Yeah, the my that's what happened. I saw on my what's it called? My I saw on my Stream Deck that my microphone volume on here was 95%, but I guess it was controlling my actual audio. So sorry about that, everybody. Oh, hopefully that wasn't too long, going on for too long. Didn't realize how much audio was being tuned out. It was funny. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Anyways, so yeah, I don't know if you guys heard the sound here that we downloaded. Right, so that's pretty cool. That could be for when we this robot moves, right? Also, thanks Azura for texting me because I get messages on my watch, and she's like, "Your audio's all messed up." Thanks. I'll eat my Sammy. Sammy's good. So short alert. What? I didn't really hear that one. Sure. We'll add that one in too. Long chatter. Ooh. Oh, long clattering. Sorry, I thought it's a chatter. Jesus. Glitchy distortion. Let's see what this sounds like. Sure. Right? So yeah, you know, I might just import all these because they're all fucking awesome. But I will rename them because they're not the best names. Or so they got the way too long of sounds. We can't have them be that long, right? So server fast movement, large room, alien robot. We'll do one more here. That one's too long. I'd have to cut it up. That's pretty good. Oops, F2. Okay. Great. All right, and then pain growl. Ooh. That's great. That's a great death sound. Let's just call this you know, hover. Sorry, attack, robo, death. Yeah. Because his, like, motor's winding down because he's gonna die, right? Oh, that's another one. Yeah, let's go. Nice. These are great. Okay, so... oh, do we have any for hits? That's what I was actually looking for. Let's close all this. Close all windows. Thank you. Next... One more, and then we'll move on here. Hydraulic system... Cool. Downloaded the Transformers sound effect pack, I guess. System startup. It's pretty cool. I don't know how much you guys can hear or not. Yeah. Sound effects heaven, pretty much. You know what? I don't think... I think the, we need to do a combination of sounds. Yeah, let's do this one. And then, we want to do, like some hit sound effects, right? Just looking for some good ones here. And then I can show you guys some quick stuff here as well for the sound effects, in meta sounds. We don't want epic hits. Footsteps of robots, we'll need that eventually. I have the dial-up sound that I use in some of the videos I make. That'd be funny. Airy drones. Okay, those are yeah, that's music stuff. Chaos combat and gameplay action. Do 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 do. I'm looking just for like a hit sound effect. There should be like metallic hits or something in here. Stream spit, none of those. Cyber warfare. Ooh. Big hits, epic Razak wishes, final showdown for futuristic ambience. Let's just look in generic game sounds, I guess. Blacksmithing actually might... I think there's a metal hit in here somewhere. Or impacts. That's not bad. Sure, we'll do that. Okay, so enough farting around here. Let's go to attack drone, and we got sounds, and I'm gonna make a new meta sound in here. Sounds or audio. I always forget. Meta sounds. Meta sound. This will be bot hit. We'll call it. I'm sure I should be making this in the other area, but all right. So we'll go meta sound. We'll make sure it's a stereo sound. And we are going to not play a random sound. We're going to play... actually... yeah, we can do that later, but, so we could do Wave Player 2D, or, sorry, not 4. This isn't... We're not that high budget. There we go. Stereo. I'll duplicate that, because we're going to play 2 sounds before we exit out here. I think I gotta get a mixer. Stereo mixer 2. Yeah. because we're going to play 2 sounds here. So we'll do on play, we'll play this sound, and then on finish, we'll plug into here. This is going to plug into left here, and then right and right. So we're going to, yeah, like I said, we're going to play 2 sound effects at once. First one will be the, where was it? We got that one. What's some of the ones I did here? We're going to do that one. And then we're going to do the weird... Cool. That one's pretty cool. Yeah, we'll do this one. He gets hit, right? So this is what the sound's going to sound like. So you hit him, and then you hear him react, right? Right? So I think that's going to be great. Obviously, you'll make sure the right channel's out here too. There, jeez. So hit save, and then now we can put that into the montage when he gets hit. So attack drone animations. Also, we could put a... Let's put a sound in here. So we'll do a notify track. Whoops, pardon me. We already had one. Insert new. God damn it. Add notify. It'll be a sound. Play sound. And this sound over here. Is it over here? Oh, it's in detail. Sorry. That's, there we go. Sound, and then we're gonna do whatever the hover one that I had was. Yeah, this one. Okay, well, let's save. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, it is low. Here, I'll turn it up. I have the desktop audio down pretty low, because usually it's overpowering. But anyways, we'll see what it sounds like here. Huh! That is super loud. Gotta get him to fly right. Yeah, that was it there.
You are not welcome here.
Super loud. Anyways, okay, so that's that one, and then obviously all the other animations you'd want to add that in too, but characters, these guys. Oh, where is he? I just had him. Was he in blueprints? No. Oh, I see. Oh, I was in animations. That's what it was. So we got, yeah, forward, back, right, all that kind of stuff. Like, same here, I'll add another anim notify track, which will be a play sound, and we'll select the one I just fucking had here. Fly, this one. Okay, cool, that's done, and then, Jesus, all those other ones are super loud. Where are those animations? Pardon me, those sounds. I guess we need a data asset for this. I'll clear this afterwards, but we'll just test it out. We have audio death sounds. We also have the hit sounds. Enemies. Bots. Botling. Standby, blah, blah, blah. Don't we have him getting hit, like him getting a hit reaction? I can't remember. I thought we had a hit animation, didn't we? The other Joan, I would suggest electronic chirping. Yeah, we could do that, right? We have death sounds in here. I thought we had more, didn't we? Anyways, it doesn't matter. We can open up the bottling. Blueprint class. Funny, haha, he's cheeky, yeah, right? I see a pawn, pawn alerts. Let's see what other sounds I had in there. Enemies, yeah, this is all fucking disorganized. I gotta fix this, sorry. Because I put it in animations, for Christ's sake. Sounds. That's a great sound. That's a fantastic sound. Right? Probably can turn that down, right? To like 0.5. And there's some other ones in here too, weren't there? Mesh, health bar mesh. I don't see anything else in here. Let's class defaults. Probably got to set it right. Bot death effects will be bot death. Loot drop class will be the battery class. Bot data we don't have yet, so we can't. Well, we haven't set any of that up anyway, so that's fine. Looking for AI settings. Oh no, we put it out of there. Character movements. Animations. Yeah, behavior tree will be the bottling, right? And the hit reactions. Right. This one will be the hit left and hit right. And those are the ones we got to edit. Hit right. Okay, so we'll open these up. And we'll add that sound, that meta sound in. Stop playing. There we go. Okay, add right here. Add a notify. Play sound, right? Wherever that is, there it is. And that sound will be the meta sound we made. Meta sound bot. We have 2 bot hits. That's the one we want. It's weird that it'll let me name bot hit twice, but okay. And then I'll open up that other montage as well, and I'll throw that in there. And yes. Stop it. Okay, there we go. Add notify, play sound. Perfect. Okay, let's test it out here. Yeah. He's blocking me. What a guy. Jeez, that sound effect's just so loud. What an asshole. He's blocking me non-stop. I can't even test it. That shoot sound effect is super loud. I gotta get rid of that. I'm not sure where that's playing, though, is the only problem. The Kofi bot is just RT's alt. 28. Yeah, Kofi bot should be discontinued because we're not using Kofi necessarily anymore, so. It's so loud, but it's the only sound I can hear. Okay, here, I'll turn my desktop audio all the way up, and I'll turn my main notes down a bit, and then you can disable the block in settings. Okay, yeah, right. That's true. Yeah, because we're gonna have to stun these guys or something, right? Block. Can AI block? No! Right? Okay, so we'll save that. But yeah, where is that, tier? You did that, didn't you? Sound effects for this guy? Or did that happen with David? I just want to know where the hell this sound effect is so I can, turn it down. Play Kane's Wrath. I need another Command & Conquer fan to talk to. I mean, I played the OG one. I played on Nintendo 64, to be honest. Oh, geez, okay. Sorry. Alright. Event attack. Drone attack. Where is the effin' play sound at location? Oh, there it is. Okay, that's it there. I'm sure I have better sound effects too for that. Let me find one super quick. Sci-fi gun. Sci-fi gun? Huh, that's the one, boys. That is the one. Yeah, I gotta go through this and organize it, so I'll let everybody know to get out because I'm gonna be cleaning up redirectors and stuff, and that'll break your project. So we want to go into characters, enemies, bots, ranged enemies, and there should be a folder in here for sound effects. And all the animations for that should be going in there too anyway. But anyway, so sound effects, let's put this one I just found in here, which is awesome. From the free sound effects pack. Shield Metal Impact, what's that sound like? Yeah. Holy crap, how many did I have open? There we go. Okay, whatever, that's fine. We'll deal with that now, and let's play this sound now. Oh, that's gonna be so good. Alright, let's have a look. Sounds way better. Woo! Yeah, sound effects are playing nice. Okay, I have the weakest punches of all time. Like, this is brutal. Yeah, that just sounds so good. I can't get over it. But anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I'll put some sound effects on there after I reorganize the project, but, anyways. So, yeah, what did we do today? We, cleaned up our enemy base, which is, clearly needed here. Can I open the size map yet? Of course not. Yeah, we cleaned it up. It's gonna be super small. Oh, the disk size right there tells you 882 kilobytes. That was 20 megabytes when we started, so we got that significantly down, so we didn't pull more stuff into memory than we needed when our enemy base is referenced. We did some sound effects stuff here, cleaned up couple of those things, redid the health component, so it wasn't referencing the botling itself, it was only referencing the health component because that's all it needed. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much all we did here today. So if you guys like the stream, make sure you like it and subscribe. We are we almost made it. We got 14 away from hitting 8,000, so I'm sure we'll hit that by tomorrow. But yeah, this week again we're gonna be making a video here on project organization, which shit, I might even just use this project as an example, right? Because yeah, this is like really disorganized. We need to just get it under control here. So yeah, watch out for that. And then the follow-up video next week will be about diversion, because a lot of people have been asking about that and how to set it up and all that kind of stuff. So I'll just make a video on how to set it up and how to use it. Okay, but otherwise, yeah, you guys, thanks a lot for joining the stream here today, and I'll catch you guys next week. Keep learning until you game over. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. There we go. There we go. Okay, see you guys later.